We want every side to come together to attempt to take down the 100 side.
Man, they gotta
We want
understand,
all the
Wack.
smoke.
We go off the content.
Three, two, one. Hey there, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real. No capping. I'm your host, bringing you nothing but straight fire and authenticity. Today, we're diving into 12 rooms that I got to promote. The 100 ENT showroom, hosted by Big Wack100. The Beehive room, Love and R&B room, hosted by the Queen of the 100 side, R&B. No room for the weak, No Mercy room, Spin the Block room, 100 ENT Jailbreak Squad room, 100 ENT South room, Petty Betty and Toxic Tanya room, Dangerous Minds room, hosted by Beast, Good Burger, hosted by Pitbull, Sleepless in LA, and many more. If you want to get closer or you want to be a part of the show, go to Clubhouse, follow one of these rooms, or you look for a room titled with Wack100. These particular videos all made possible by the one and only Wack100. Get ready to vibe with me as we explore the hardest topics that need some real recognition in the streets. Let's jump right into it and show some love to this channel by hitting the like and or subscribe button. So, without further ado, hold it down. One mic on Wack.
Oh, shit. I was over there trolling for about 3-4 hours in relationship room. She hates my guts, whoever she is.
Oh, okay.
Yo, look, pay attention. I told her this is what she looked like. PTR, watch this. I told her this is what she looked like. She got hot.
Ooh!
You look like the boxer from Harlem Night.
Whoa, why do I look like her daddy though? Oh my gosh.
Not Jack Johnson.
Oh, shit.
Oh my gosh, got the jawline and everything.
Wack, I know you done heard this crazy ass SDJ content, right?
What? No.
Ooh, it's been going down.
What FDJ do?
Man, this man done lost his mind, Wack.
Oh my god, it's been
What'd he
going
do?
down.
He currently owe Keep It G $1,000.
For what?
We gotta play that. Oh, y'all gotta play that audio for
It's
Wack.
so much Wack, you gotta hear it. Like,
Man, come on. What?
so basically, to give you just a buffer, you have SDJ TV, who was in the middle of quote unquote his court case. He name drops the Beehive. He name drops
Wait.
Lavish. He name drops Rosetta.
Hold on, wait. Hold on.
What?
Wack, you in here?
No.
Oh, she gonna play it for you.
Yeah, I think this.
Good shit, T.
We done been on some more than Wack. All right, so just listening from this, tell me, Wack, what you hear from this, all right?
Violation of the sentence. Being violation of the sentence. Oh, so Rosetta brought it up. I helped run the morning show. Rosetta brought it up, deviate. Hold on, we assign people to go certain places. Oh, I never got my assignment. My bad, Ruby. Uh-oh. You must have had your earplugs in when you were doing, because you was there. No, I wasn't there when y'all gave that sentence. I had left. I heard about the sentence later, but I never knew I had an assignment. Damn. Alright, where Miss Rosetta at? Miss Rosetta on the move. She got her purse. It's kind of crazy how Beehive ain't going to court when they had one representative. We had one representative and cop monsters in that room, too. You got...
Now pause, right? Hold on. Let me take up myself out. Now pause right there, right? What? You hear?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, so cool. That was said, and now last night, I guess, not even I guess, Keep It G and SDJ TV had made a bet. Keep It G's bet was if you mention anybody else's name implicating anything, nigga, that's a bet. All right. First, the bet was at $500. Then it went up to $1,000. Now I guess they came up on some type of agreement during the morning show whatever the case may be. But just off of first listen, what did you hear? Was that like an implication?
Yeah, he definitely threw Beehive,
Like,
and the
come on
Beehive had
now.
nothing to do with the conversation.
That had nothing to do with shit. We were talking about clout monsters being in court for not running their room.
I
So
thought, didn't
I'm
y'all run this shit? Is this like a, didn't
right.
this
So
already happen again? Like before? I
I
thought
guess
this,
they placed a
Hey,
bet
hey, hey, Wack,
this morning.
real quick. Can I
Hold
say?
on, wait, little
yeah,
nigga.
didn't this
Hold on.
happen before, like a month ago? Like,
Right, and you had said something about it, but I guess they had placed a bet on it. You know how that should be. You know when niggas just
oh,
be
what
talking
was the
they
bet,
shit.
SDJ?
The
What was
the
the bet?
bet was if I told or snitched on the Beehive. I said in that
You
audio
did.
they had
Yo,
the bet was
SDJ.
if I told or snitched on
You
somebody. In that
did
audio,
though.
I said they had a representation in their
But
room.
you
That's not a
did.
that's not a
But you
crime.
Hold
did.
on, wait, hold on. Wait, run it back, SDJ, because okay,
I just
now the
heard the
bet
I
was
whole
said they
okay.
had a
Hold on.
I said they
conversation.
had a representative in their
Now
room.
hold on.
Nah,
Nah,
Wait.
but I
somebody
think
played a
I heard.
bet.
Let
The
me tell you
bet
what I
was,
think I
did he
heard.
implicate
Hold on.
anybody else? That was the
Let
bet.
me
Did
tell
he
you
That
what
was
I
the
thought
implicate
I
the
bet.
heard.
Beehive or
I
any
thought
other
I heard
names?
him say the Beehive need to be going to
No,
court
it
too.
had nothing to do with the behalf. The clout
No,
monsters
you're
was
missing the
going to.
point. What I
I,
heard
I
him
never
say.
said that, Wack.
Hey, let Wax
Oh well,
speak. Let
play.
Wax speak.
I could have. I like they was talking about some other shit, and then SDJ. I heard you
Right.
throw the Beehive in it. They
Exactly. That's what I just
they didn't
played.
have a representation, or they something you said.
It's
I
crazy
don't
Exactly.
how
know.
the Beehive didn't have court. That's what he said.
I said they did have
Facts.
representation.
No, nigga, the
Nigga,
So
you
bet
play
just
that back
was.
listen to
again one
it,
more time,
bro.
Hold
Tink.
on,
I'll
wait. The
play it back.
bet was
Play it back.
keep.
Play it back. Play it
Yeah,
back.
hold on. Wait, let me put my. I had to put my shit in music mode. Shit, I ain't in my audio. Hold on. Okay, here we go.
Her on the move. She got her purse. It's kind of crazy how Beehive ain't going to court when they had one representative. We had one representative and cop monsters in that room too. You got court for throwing under somebody else? No. It was two in Beehive. Hey, watch your mouth. You gotta keep it G and in the room.
So SDJ. So what was your reason? Was Beehive in question in this situation? I'm trying to
No, no,
figure
no.
out why.
Look.
No, the beehive was never in
Can
question.
I
It
No,
was
let
the
answer
him
the
clout
talk.
question?
Let
monster.
him talk. Let SDJ.
So
Why
look,
did you?
this is what happened. Beehive got accused of not having nobody in the room. The shit lasted 5 minutes. They figured it out. They had people in the room. I'm under the
Oh no,
impression
no, no, no.
that
I'm
lab.
saying in that situation right there,
So
because
look, I'm under
Beehive
the
wasn't
impression.
in
Look.
question.
I'm under the impression that Lavish was in the room that was in question. So I'm thinking, why do we have our shit should get dropped too? Because Lavish was in the room. That's what I was thinking at the time. Lavish was helping run the Cloud Monsters room. At the time, that's what I was thinking. I never wanted Beehive to go to court. I never brought charges on the Beehive. Said they didn't have nobody. They need to go to court
But
because
what you
That didn't
they
have
had some.
anything to do with this bet.
so look, what you said was what I heard was it's crazy how Beehive ain't got court. Is that right? What you said? Or my
Yeah, I
is
said that for sure.
okay? So Beehive at the time you said it wasn't in question, right?
No, I was looking at it sort of like a defense.
Yeah, but you waited. Now listen, if you would have been in court and said, well, and said that, said, well, Beehive did the same thing. I don't understand why I'm here doing the court shit. I get it, but it sounded to me. I'm gonna let the room call the dog. You was trying to get Beehive as a charge as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounded to me.
Exactly.
So
That's I'm
look, Wack, it was already
That's what
established.
we've been saying the whole time, Wag. That's
I'm
exactly
just
what
saying
that
that's what it
was.
sound.
Look,
That's what it sounded to
And
me.
the
it was
goose, we put a poll up. The goose said it. Everybody
If you
said
would have
it.
went to, if you would have been in the middle of court, I'd have been like, no, he just using that and saying, well, Beehive did the same thing. You got here on the charge, and then nothing. What you know?
look,
Why you
Wack.
And
doing
Wag,
stuff with
this
me?
was
It was
after he was
look.
sentenced.
It
This
was
is
already
after he was
established. Look,
sentenced, and this was
it
after
was
he didn't
already
do it in his
established that they wasn't
sentencing.
going to court because
He
there was
brings
people
this
in their
up.
room helping run the.
But okay,
Hey,
I
bro, stop
understand
trying
that.
to
But okay, now
lie.
let me double back. Your bet or your
that
understanding
I
to
ever
keep it G
told on anybody.
was
I ain't never told on a
yeah, but all right. So watch this. All right, let me give you another way, right?
And that wasn't the
Let me
bet,
give
but
you another way, right? Give you another way. Police pull a motherfucker over. Boom, boom, boom. They pull you out. Pull you and your partner out. They go in your pocket. They find a bag of weed. They cuff you up, right? They sit him on the curb, right, and hand him back his ID. And you say, "Well, shit, he got a bag of weed too. So why I'm good being took?"
See, the only thing is
hey, Wack, that's
they
the
did
12th
they
time
didn't
he's heard
they
that
didn't
type
do
of
nothing wrong. When I said they
example.
had representation, that's what they were supposed to do. It'd be different if I would have said Beehive need to go to court because there was nobody in there running their room.
Nigga,
I
that's
didn't say
what you
No,
said.
what I thought
That
you
has
just said
nothing to
is
do with
That's
crazy.
what
anything.
you
How
said.
I
What are
thought
we
you
talking
said
about?
it's crazy
never said
how
Beehive need to go to court. I ain't never
Beehive.
brought
Let me
charges
play
on
it
nobody.
again.
You
Oh
heard
my
Wack,
god.
man.
Oh
But,
my
but
god.
this the thing though. Your understanding with keep it G was what that you wouldn't
That
mention
I
or
didn't tell on nobody. I didn't snitch on nobody or implicate nobody in a crime.
Yeah,
I
Implicate.
said
you
that.
That's what
I
Keep It
said
did.
that.
G said.
I said they had. I
Implicate.
said they had representation. That's not a crime
We
for
can listen to
somebody
the
to be
actual
running the
bet,
room.
but Keep It G said implicate, and he was very, very
I
particular
never
on that.
implicated them in doing nothing wrong. I
And
said
he
they had
still says he never
representation
You
in their
just
implicated
room.
did,
Beehive.
bro.
it might be a little faster because of the machinery and equipment we got, but seeing to me like by now they have another way. But then who the one to travel on that mother? I don't know, man.
Yeah, the I-40 is built different as well. They got it in mountains where they put holes just to kind of try to get it through the mountains. So for them to build the bridge around there, yeah, that's crazy. And then they got little cities built around there.
Yeah, that's crazy work. So I wonder if they're gonna start less volume gonna come through there. They're gonna start rerouting it to send it somewhere else.
Yeah, but if they do that, that would be more cost fuel on truckers, and then going around the old routes just to do it. That's gonna just mess up. Pretty much already messed up everything. But the rates are definitely might go up or they might go down, and truck drivers might refuse to take them from brokers because they're cheaper and it's more miles. And yeah, it's definitely gonna put the trucking industry in a hole.
Yeah, I'm
So that's
reading.
where everybody just. All right, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you good.
No, I was just reading something right here where it says that they would that a spokesperson was saying that it'll be months at minimum before I-40 is fully repaired, and there isn't an estimated time for when the highway will be fixed.
Yeah, I
So,
put another link up there on the top with more clear audio, kind of like a better view at what's going on at the I-40.
all right, let me check. Play it. No, but trucker
More
on
clear
your
view.
on your personal routes, have you had to have you been down there?
No, I don't drive up to the East Coast. I kind of been trying to stay away from it for a while because of low clearance and high heavy tolls and whatnot. But I know Big Kane, you drive. You're in North Carolina and you come up towards the Midwest. Do you see a lot of that on your way here?
Yeah, nah, I drive straight down and straight back up on 95, but nah, I haven't.
So what's going on with like North Carolina around that area? Are you experiencing a lot with the port being closed and whatnot? Do you hear a lot of stuff about the ports being closed and like based on your load board? Like, do you see like something different? Like, is it more loads, shorter loads
Nah,
coming
I
out?
think the port got opened up. If I'm not mistaken, they opened that up. The containers are running, so they definitely hauling. But as far as like the price increases on food and all of that and the shortages, I haven't seen any changes on my side to be real. Um, yeah, I mean, everybody's moving, everybody's hauling. The prices is still ain't good for sure, but but yeah, everybody's back on the road, man, and the prices over here haven't changed for us at all. Has it changed for y'all?
Yeah, definitely, man. It's been going up like crazy. Like milk done gone up to like $5, but I mean, you can still find Kroger milk at $3.89, but it's just ridiculous. And then they said diesel prices were supposed to drop, and they just shot up now. Because I'm here in southern
Yeah.
Texas, man. They're like 3.49, 3.58. I don't see where the drop went down. It just looks like it went up higher.
They said that the Coast Guards announced that the in Florida, I guess Key West, Port Everglades, Port Miami, Miami River, in Georgia, Brunswick, Savannah, and in South Carolina, Charleston and Georgetown ports were reopened. They were assessed and safely reopened.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so we have some that were reopened. The following ports remain closed pending ongoing evaluations. In Florida, St. Petersburg, Fort Myers, Port of Palm Beach, Fort Pierce, Port Cavanaugh, Jacksonville, and Ferrandina, something like that.
So Miami, good.
Yeah, updated port condition changes by captain. So I guess the Coast Guards are just, updating us as it goes. But yeah, it seems like Florida, especially like the South region.
Those ports are like smaller ports, though, right? Like the name the three again, like the
Well,
first three.
what, the ones that are still closed?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, so we got St. Pete. That's where Drewby is. St. Petersburg, Fort
yeah, that's
Myers,
small,
Port of Palm Beach,
small,
Fort Pierce. That's
small as fuck.
military. Port Cavanaugh, Jacksonville, and I don't know what that last one is. Fernandina, something like that.
Sound like the
Fernandina.
largest one is Jacksonville. That's close.
Yeah,
I'm surprised Jacksonville is closed though. They got that much damage from that hurricane.
yeah. They said it was a lot of flooding.
Jeez.
Hmm.
Yo, Kane, when did the ports open back up for that Carolinas?
Uh, as far as what the strike season, or you talking about just now with the weather shit?
No, the hurricane.
Nah, they probably opened up. What?
They
They
said the
I don't.
10th is what
Yeah,
it's saying on here. The 10th.
yeah. I don't think they got hit that bad down there. They just shut it down just for that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, for a couple days.
yeah, they just shut it down until they made sure everything was cool and everybody came back to work. They probably just took, the regular precautions, shut it down for a day, let this shit go through, and then boom, reopen it.
Cause this was Milton's too, right? This was
Yeah.
Hurricane Milton's
Mm-hmm.
damage.
Yeah. But
Yeah, but they
everybody.
do got a lot of help going on. Oh, my baby can't go.
No, no, no. Go ahead, go ahead. I was done, bro.
Yeah, we they do got a lot of shortages, like we were saying. They do got a lot of truckers trying to help out and stuff. I got a link up on the top, man. If anyone could play that, that's just based on what we're talking about and the trucks that are helping out and the shortages of trucks and what's going on. It's a short clip.
Members of a Splendora area nonprofit born out of the devastation of Hurricane Harvey are stepping up in the wake of Hurricane Helene. On Point Rescue is gathering critical supplies to send to those in dire need, but they're facing two big challenges: a shortage of trucks and drivers. With entire communities in several southeastern states left devastated by Hurricane Helene, On Point Rescue is back in action, collecting food, water, and other essentials for those in the hardest hit areas.
Medical supplies, non-perishable food, hygiene wipes, baby wipes, diapers, formula. Benadryl is a huge thing because all of the Yellow Jackets nests got washed out. So there is tons upon tons of Yellow Jackets over there. Our first responders and our people are getting stung all the time.
Terry and Joe Hackle created On Point Rescue during Hurricane Harvey as a way to help rescue flood victims who were trapped in their homes.
This is just like the hurricanes that hit us, and people know what to do, but these hit in the mountains and people don't know what to do. They don't have hurricanes in the mountains.
Since then, the Splendora-based nonprofit has provided help in the wake of numerous natural disasters. But this time, getting supplies to the hardest hit areas is proving difficult.
Right now, we have 500 pallets of hygiene wipes sitting in Miami, Oklahoma, that we don't have drivers to pick up. We have a warehouse full of stuff in Milton, Florida, that we don't have drivers to pick up. We desperately need trucks and drivers.
So far, they've deployed 8 trucks, including 2 that were sent to Florida before the hurricane hit. The Hackles are urging anyone with a truck or trucking experience to volunteer and help get these supplies to the states that are still reeling from Helene's impact.
You can call Joe at 936-647-8981. You can message either one of us on Facebook, Terry Hackle or Joseph Hackle. However you can get a hold of us, please get a hold of us. We have pleas out there for people that we need to get these trucks. We need to get them to these people.
And so the Hackles are going to be heading to North Carolina this weekend. Those who need these supplies the most, get them.
It's got to be kind of frustrating for them. They do such great work. They have been, as she said, since Harvey, and they have the donations. The supplies are ready to go out. They need the vehicles to get them there.
Yeah, man, you heard the plea right there. Anyone who has any type of trucking experience, please contact them.
Yes, and we'll have their number, all their information.
Yes, and we're going to be sharing the videos that they send us. We're going to be sharing them with all of you on all of our platforms as well.
Okay.
And the website again,
click2houston.com. Great profile.
There we go.
Good work.
Yeah, so they're looking for drivers, I guess, to volunteer and help out. But I mean, I don't really think that would be a idea for a truck driver to volunteer. I ain't gonna lie to you, as hard as it is. I mean, he's paying for diesel and all the other stuff coming in and out.
Are these people donating like gas cards as well? I mean, as much as somebody would want to do that, it's like people don't have it like that.
Oh no,
Maybe
they
they're
pay.
going that way. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, you get paid handsomely getting those contracts down there. Cause I was building with this dude that like literally that's.
So how much does it cost to fill up a tank, y'all? Like what? Like $300-$400?
Hell no. About 5, 6.
Now? Because I remember like during the pandemic it was like 400. So it's like 5, 6.
Yeah,
I used to spend
my tank.
$1,000 filling my truck up.
God damn.
Everybody tank is different.
It was like $5 a gallon. Some crazy.
So Wack, when these people are asking for volunteers to come in and need, what I mean, are they? I got a red bar. Is that just a write off, or like they literally gotta spend their gas?
Pull Anya up down there. I don't know what that contract read, but I know that.
Y'all still with me? If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, or drop a comment down below.
They're $5 a gallon at one time, like $4.87, and I got 167 gallon tanks, 2 of them. So that's pretty much like 150s on each side. So go 300 gallons times $4.87.
160 gallon tank is wild.
I got 167s. So I didn't spend like 12, 13, 14. I didn't fill it up by truck because I got 167s. You lose like 10%, so I'm about 300 gallons.
And how far does that go when you fill up for that much?
For me, I think my truck was only getting, I was getting a few miles because I had that big ass motor. I was getting like about 5.8. So I get like 1,600 miles, 1,650 miles. So it was good for me because I could play with that logbook. I could fuel up in LA and don't got to show fuel till I'm getting to Houston or something. You know what I'm saying? So, if I fuel up in LA on a Thursday and park Friday, my book can reset by midday Sunday, and I don't leave till Monday morning. I'll leave Monday and I'll run my book regularly. But when I run out of hours, like I get to El Paso, I back it up like I've been in El Paso already for a whole day. I can keep moving because I don't got to show getting fuel until 1,500 miles away.
But is that what like the manual book? Because it's a little different.
Yeah, it's different now. They running that other. But back we was running those log books. The less you had to show getting fuel, the better it was. But now, they got the whole game is flipped. You can't run as much as you did run. Cost is high. Loads is paying less. It's crazy. But if you stuck in it, you just got to try to survive it until the next wave comes. It'll get better eventually, I'm hoping. But with all this AI and all this going on, who knows what? Who knows what's going to happen with everything?
Right.
Yeah, definitely. No, definitely the fuel price has definitely been striking hard. I don't even see how people are going to be able to make it now with all this chaos going on with the hurricane and these floods, and then now the holidays is coming up, and people are going to be taking off, and then the weather is messed up. It's gonna you're gonna have trucks flipping all up inside the road. You ever seen that, Whack, when you used to drive? How you just like during the snowstorms, you'd be trucks flipped over, be about
Hell
15
yeah.
trucks.
Everywhere. Anything from that 40 on up, it get bad, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
that's
got a
scary.
whole
I seen one
series of
like
that shit.
slide on that ice and shit,
Yeah,
like
black
flip.
ice.
Yeah, man, that shit
Yeah, on
was.
the Discovery Channel, they got a whole show. Show how they bring them big ass.
Even with a 300-gallon tank, you don't even really see that 300 like gallon tank fill up, because what do they reserve the tanks? Don't they reserve like what, 20 gallons on each tank, something like that?
Nah, you got to remember, I got 167s. So my 167s, that's like, for me, that's like 17 gallons of fuel that I'm already counting as it ain't going to be there on each tank. So when I tell you, I got my shit is 167-gallon capacity, right? So rule of thumb is like 10%. 10% of that you losing off the rip. So, the 167s put you at 300.
Okay. So when you say you're losing it, are you saying that goes towards like the?
Nah, just it's gonna evaporate. Just
Oh,
shit. Straight up. You gonna lose it. And then, you still got your idle time and shit like that. So, that's why I don't think I'm going 1,600 miles. Between me idling or whatever I'm doing, I'd say, 1,400, 1,500 miles.
yeah, cause
But
a lot of truck drivers, they'll leave their truck on all night while they're
hell
idling,
yeah.
so that
Yeah,
takes
depending
up.
on where they at. Yeah.
Yeah, damn. Yeah,
Yeah,
that.
but
Go
but
ahead.
also also filling up your fuel tank. When you fill it up all the way to the top and you be like, oh, I got found cheap fuel, let me top it off all the way to the mouth. That really ain't a safe idea, because that pressure is gonna build up, and then you got a like a release valve line in the back of your tank. So that releases that fuel. I remember I used to do that, and then I'd look at my back mud flaps and be like, why do I got diesel in the back of my mud flaps when I first started trucking? And I thought that I had a leak, but coming to find out, it's because I used to fuel it so much right to the mouth. And with that pressure buildup, it'll just start spitting out that fuel. So you lose a lot of
Yeah,
that fuel.
all you gotta do is long as you don't come over that your spout, you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah,
can look in there, you can still see your fuel moving like right at the base and where your spout start, you cool. I mean you got some air in there. You talking about filling it all the way up to the top to where it's damn near, finna spill out. Yeah, you was going too far with it. You was going too
yeah,
far with it. You was going too far, yeah. So you kind of just want to go like, actually, when that motherfucker click, that's when you need to really stop. The
Yeah, I
only,
was about to
only
yeah.
way
say.
the only way you gonna get it that high, you gotta really pull it out, pull pull the that part of the hose back with your hand, and then fill it up like that. 'Cause it's gonna click once it gets to that level where it still got some motion in there. It's gonna stop. The pressure gonna make it stop. Now, if you was filling it all the way up till you was like overflowing out the cap side, yeah, you was doing too much.
Right.
Which is a lot of extra fuel because you gotta fill the whole top from the front of your tank to the back of your tank and then up. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
that air, that space you need. That's what you need to avoid from doing what you had going on. But when you take away that space, the pressure it's gonna kick. It's gonna come out the bottom. You got to release a little valve down there, and it's doing that to keeping that motor from blowing.
Yeah,
So,
that
Wack,
shit
is
will
your
blow.
tank bigger than most?
Yeah, my
'Cause
tank. Yeah,
okay,
yeah. Most big tanks is like 140s, 150s.
Yeah,
I
it's 150 the old schools.
Yeah, I ordered 167. I got 167 gallons of one on each side. But that's back we was playing that logbook game, so we coming up with ways to keep from showing um any type of receipt or stopping.
oh,
So I was pretty much starting my week off trucker like 36 hours behind. You know what I'm saying? Like so,
Yeah,
yeah. So you figure if my reset is over, my reset is up Saturday night, and I don't leave till Monday morning. You get what I'm saying?
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
got so I'm gonna leave Monday morning, but when I get to where I'm going to my hours um is out, I'm just gonna roll the book back like I left Saturday night and got there and been there and down already my 10 and keep moving.
Yeah,
You know what
based
I'm
on your
saying?
fuel fill up.
Yeah, yeah, but see, I'm gonna tank up when I shut down.
Mm,
I ain't gonna have to show get fuel again till like that Tuesday, cause I'm really gonna leave Monday. But as I'm driving, say if I leave LA to on my way to Houston, I get to El Paso. That's 12-hour run, right?
right,
I'm gonna already probably stop over there in Las Cruces or somewhere, right? And
right.
and shut down and go back in the book instead of showing leaving Monday. I left midnight Sunday, got to Las Cruces at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, shut down, took my time off pre-trip, right? So what I'll
Right.
do, because I know I gotta go across the scale, I'll just show off until my that normal hour at that time and I keep moving. When I get to where I'm going, I'm gonna bag it up again and back. It ain't gonna catch up with me till about Thursday.
Yeah, when you're all backed up.
Yeah, at that point in time, it don't matter. It's over with.
Yeah, I remember when I used to do paper log, they used to tell us never use the books, use the carbon loose leafs or the loose leaf,
There
period.
you have it. Yeah, you have it.
Yeah, you start using the books, you start tearing up the pages, the DOT's gonna flick and try to see if there's any little piece of paper torn.
The only time I would have to start showing a lot of fuel is when I had a heavy load. Then I'm up because I can't tank up. You know what I'm saying? It's been
Yeah,
times where I got to run on the quarter tank. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Like, if I know, oh, it's a scale 300 miles away, right? And I
right.
knew at a quarter tank, I was tipping the 80,000 pounds, but I knew the scale was 300 miles away. I go 300 divided by that 5.8, 51 gallons. So I go to the fuel island, get my quarter tank of fuel plus the 51 gallons. Now, at that point, I'm overweight. But I know when I run that 300 miles, I'm going to burn up to 51 gallons. You get what I'm saying? So when I
Right.
get to that scale, I'm coming over that right at that 79.9 or whatever. I burnt it up and then I got my quarter tank of fuel. So I know I can't do this run on no more than a quarter tank, but I gotta know when the next scale. So I look at my book, but by this time, we know my next scale 150 miles away or whatever. So if I know it's a truck stop right after that scale, I got a quarter tank, I know I can make it. I run that 150, then I go into the fuel island, right? Replace that 150 miles and then see how far a distance my next scale is. If it's 300 miles, I know put another 50 gallons of fuel, run it. And you just got it. But that's what I've been trucking to
Right.
understand it. Understand it because sometimes they tell you, man, you only got room for, you know, 100 gallons of fuel, but yet you got an 800-mile run.
Yeah, that's definitely happened to me before where I got loaded and it was like 43.5 and I'm only allowed to haul 42,000 knowing the weight, which is total of 80,000 gross, but they'd be
You
like,
gotta,
well, it'll be about 81.5 total. Can you haul it? I mean, depending on my tractor, yeah, I can haul it because all you got to do is slide your fifth wheel up so where the weight of your drives is going to go to your tractor, because your tractor is what, about 10.5, I believe.
yeah, but you still in trouble unless you got a permit because the gross vehicle is 80,000. I don't give how you look at it. I don't give where
Yeah.
you slide that weight. The overall gross vehicle weight of that tractor trailer, right, is 80,000. So if you 81,000, nigga, you finna be running some scales. I done did that before. You know what I'm saying? Or in a situation where I know I gotta run on a Sunday. I know the route I'm running, the scales is closed. You know what I'm saying? If it's open, I just blow by that mother like I don't see it. Because if you go in there, you 1,000, 1,500 pounds overweight, you dead in the water. I ain't never just turning myself in. I'm gonna make a run for it every time.
Oh, you were running the scales back then?
What?
I be doing
Running
the
this?
same thing.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that device on your windshield if you plan on running the
No,
device.
we'll take that mother and sit on it. We take it right off the windshield. Yeah, we sit on that. Or we drop it into this, we make a little box with 10 foil on the box. It killed the signal. We dropped the foil box.
Yeah,
Or
or
get,
you could just take the batteries off.
so, we only leave it up there to see if we're going to get a green light. But at that point, you didn't alert them, you out there.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it, but I mean, well, I wouldn't say my load was 81.5 total. I think it was just 43.5 total on the weight of the trailer. I believe that's what it was, because there's a lot of
Yeah,
loads that are like that, 42.
you can slide and you can transfer some of that weight to your tractor.
Yeah, just a lot of wear and tear then on your drives.
So,
And that's what I try to tell a lot of people. Like, if you ever go to the scale and you're hauling a heavy load, try to keep your load towards your trailer tires,
look,
where the
see?
heavy load is on the trailer. Don't don't try to balance it out and then put your weight on your drives and think you're good, because that's more wear and tear on your truck and your rear suspension, and that's expensive to repair. If you're driving for a company, it's best to try to keep all that weight on your trailer axles, so that way you're not doing wear and tear on your truck. So there's a lot of play to it. But yeah, as far as gas prices spiking up, like we were talking about it, we do got audio up on the top of anyone can play, is based on the fuel surcharges going up, and I really want to get into that a lot, because we've been promised that we were gonna have cheaper fuel based on the loads not being good out here, and brokers screwing everybody up. You got TQL, man; those guys are just horrible brokers to deal with. We deal with them, and we get crappy loads coming out with them. We get bad prices with them, and it's always a play game. Like, they wanted me to drive from McAllen, Texas to Detroit. That's about it's 27 hour drive, I believe, about 1,600 miles, and they want to pay like $2,200. So I've been stuck out here for 3 days, not just kind of doing little local runs just to get me by. But even down here in Southern Texas, man, the prices are ridiculous, and I used to feel down here for about $285 using mud flat. We're also going to speak about mudflap. It's also a discounted price for people that are not don't have discounted diesel with like Pilot, Loves, and TA. If you're familiar with that, mudflap would definitely be the thing to go for if you're a personal, private little company, or you're doing your own thing on the road. Anyone play audio for that on the top? I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you, but I got a question about the TQL, because you said they're not really paying y'all like that. That's like our
Yeah.
most expensive broker, bro, and they beef up our loads. So like, they must be taking a lot for themselves. Like, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, no, TQL. Yeah, well, that's how they get where they're at. So they probably get paid about, because other brokers that I deal with, like Integrity, they're a great broker to deal with. They'll pay me like $4,000 to go up to Detroit from McAllen to Detroit. Now, when I deal with TQL, these guys are paying dirt cheap, so that's the reason why they are where they are. So they're probably getting about $45,000 to $5,000 for the load. they're just taking, maybe eating it up. Maybe they're getting 44 and they're just only paying half for the drivers. There's these small, because they know people want to leave out that area. It's really nothing there. And again, the bad thing about being near the Mexican border is that they have certain times where the border closes from Mexico up to Texas. Now, if you guys want to know where all your vegetables are coming from, they're all coming from Mexico. They're not coming from around the U.S. And if they are, it's only during the summertime. But around the where there's bad weather, but a big majority of them are coming from Texas. So once that borderline closes, and it's like 7, 8 o'clock p.m. and you're stuck somewhere down south in Texas waiting for a load and you're a new driver, just know you're going to be there till the next day until that load passes that border. Once it closes, you're done. So with them getting that load from here to there, and if they have a load available, no, there's no time telling when they're going to be able to load you up. And now with all this hurricane and all this going on, there's a lot of customers that are pretty much saying, no, we can't take anything right now. So it's bad right now. It's really bad because I've been stuck here for 3 days and I haven't gotten nothing coming out. I just been doing these little local runs around Texas just to kind of try to make ends meet. And then, hopefully get a load tomorrow out Monday and see what happens. But I'm not taking nothing cheap. I just keep going up the map till I get to where I got to get at. And with that, every time you go further north, fuel just increases. It's just going higher and higher. Even with discounts, you're not going to really see any luck. So anyone, if you're driving out of your hometown, just make sure you got a load coming back and make sure it's pre-booked. And just try to stay away from those areas where there's nothing really going on, like small little cities and whatnot.
Getting at my man.
Yeah, but your man told you, hey, look, let me tell you something. I got soldiers around me, bro. I keep 150 years of penitentiary around me. This a fact. I can show you right now where it's supposed to be coming to no jumper. And my soldiers say, on your move, big homie. If I say don't go, it's don't go. Mentioned on my platform, whatever. He told you don't go, right? When we get back to the hood and you went and I told you not to, we gonna send you to talk to God about it. Because we told you don't go.
Dude, can you play it for a few seconds?
Right.
Oh, Rosetta, can you play the link up top?
But when Wack start getting into the bull, Wack should have stayed out of me and Bullets got me.
I agree.
I'm never going to destroy me on my platform, but you did. I was sitting up there arguing, and see, the thing about it is, when you bring a guest into my house on my dance floor, I should have never had one word to say back and forth with Bullets Gotti. That should have been your dealing because you brought that nigga in my house. Because Wack wasn't supposed to be in my house. I don't with Wack100. Doesn't stop me from making millions of dollars. What the fuck you think that I want to be friends with them that stop me from feeding my family? I was making $60,000 and $70,000 a month, and that stopped me because his whole purpose was to derail me. You brought him back to my table. That's like me coming to your house with a wife and telling you, I just want you to be friends with him again.
That's not what happened, Haas.
No, stop, because I'm gonna let you talk. That's it. No. Listen to me, listen. I said, when I'm done. You brought it to my house. Listen, you brought it to my house. That said, I can no longer pay my mortgage, my car note, my kids' tuition to college. You brought it to my house, my wife, hypothetically speaking. And now I'm just trying to see how stupid you really are. In this game. No, listen to what I'm saying, because I'm gonna let you talk, and I'm not gonna say no more once I'm done. Because you gotta explain to yourself or to your people in Jersey or to whoever's watching you. You told me the shorty on your platform that you got rid of had no integrity. She was being a groupie. But then you turn around and I warn you. It ain't like I didn't warn you. They say in Jersey. Damn, Jersey, Kilo. They talking to you in the Kilo. You looking crazy.
It's
Haas.
cool.
What?
Haas, it's cool. Hey, Haas, I'm trying to stay focused so I can talk to you, Haas. 1 second. 1 second. Stay right there, Haas. Don't move. Don't move.
Listen, I want y'all to understand something, right? I love it. I live for it because I got to deal with this back door every day of my life.
Haas,
Niggas, no. I didn't cut you off. You left. Let me finish talking. I got to deal with trying to backdoor me every day in my life. I got to deal with. I didn't cut you off. You left. You left. You left. So I started speaking. So I'm gonna carry the conversation because you left. The bottom line to it is, I
don't get off of power rule, trying to kill me all my life. We one of the strongest thing rolling. I didn't give.
Listen, nigga.
I didn't give a.
Listen, we could have
Then I locked one and two and you crying.
millions of dollars on my.
So what?
Y'all millions of dollars.
No, I did. I told you I did. Didn't I tell you? I told you before I did it. Answer the question. Before I did it, I told you what I was going to do. Did I not keep it real? I told you.
Nah, you didn't tell me. Academics told me.
I did tell you.
Academics told me.
I told you. I told, bro. I told, maybe you don't understand the lingo. I said you shot your shot. Now I'm going to fire mine. I'm going to hit you where it hurt. I'm going to starve you. I said it. I set it up, ran my play, made my calls, lined it up, and went at you. And then when it went, I told you now what's happening. That's how you knew it was me. Because nobody would have known.
Academics told me ahead of time.
That's because I told you ahead of time. I told you it took me 41 days. Look, bro, it took me 41 days to set the play. 41. I had to do the research, find all your book violations, and then contact my man in Australia, and I sent 1 million bots at you all at one time on all your violations and blew your monetization up. You shot a lug at me, right? You shot at me first. Okay, I shot one back. That's war. When war comes casualties, I didn't cry about you did. I said to them and tell them, no, I'm from Paul. I don't wouldn't heard what I said. Ain't moved nothing, ain't went nowhere. Still go to my same buildings, do my same. I took your hit. You couldn't take mine. So why are you crying about it? I let it go today. Y'all brought bullets. Y'all brought bullets up. Y'all, I said I could bring in here. We run the content. Bring the in here.
Right, so hold up. So you the spokesman.
No,
bro. So you hold bullets. God,
no kilogram. You telling me? I said, y'all brought. I don't got a problem with the nigga.
Pyru, cuz. So on Pyru, you telling me one of the illest California holding bullets got.
No, you talking about him? I brought him up. They work with me, bro. I'm a West Coast. All them Jedi mind tricks talk about it, bro. Y'all, I think Howard to bring up and don't want to holler at it, bro. Don't bring him up.
To speak for itself.
You
argue. No. You kept.
I need backstage.
Listen.
Trying to make it look like he wasn't taught.
Listen,
Coward.
Listen.
Because he was cutting your ass up.
No. I let people.
You said the Zulu number. He said the Zulu you couldn't have.
Right. No. What I don't do. We can argue back and forth.
Bro.
We can argue back and forth.
If you would have won, you wouldn't be saying
that shit.
Kilogram, people 100. If he would have got the shit of the
shit, is not going to go on my platform.
You brought him up.
Y'all act like
you brought him up.
All right, again. See, I don't argue when I speak. Then I let you speak, you slow mother. Because you're not as dumb as you pretending to be. What y'all do is y'all try to confuse me by yelling and y'all.
Straight coward.
I hate that, man. I've been hating that.
So since he can't talk over Wack, he dropped Wack so he could talk.
I wish we could take over his room on YouTube like we used to.
Y'all used to take over his room.
Niggas that took over rooms before.
He is sucker.
What I'm also standing on is that I'm a genuine. I've been shooting for you for 4 years. What do you mean? I call and check in. About to bust this move. Come on, man. Like you can't sit in here and play me like that.
Yo, man. So why you turning on your man for nothing, bro?
Why you?
What happened, Rosetta? Wack just popped on there. Why you
Nigga, I'm
muted?
not.
I thought Wack
You
had
just
ended.
told
Oh,
him
wait, my bad.
before I muted you out. You told him not to even me represent
Bro,
Jersey
you
and all that.
talking
Don't need
crazy.
nobody.
You talking to this I don't even know why he, for whatever reason, didn't must respect you a whole lot, bro. You talking to them cops. Listen, you're talking to this man crazy, bro.
We talk to each other like that.
Nah, he ain't talked back crazy to you yet, bro. I've been
But the reality
backstage.
of it is he deserved it.
Huh?
He deserved it.
Okay, let's break it down. Right? You've been talking to Luce direct on the phone. Luce wake me up 7 this morning. Bro, I talked to Whoop. I was like, yeah, I ain't got no problem with the nigga. We had our thing, but whatever. What you think? That's my man. Luce my man. Right or wrong, he going for Wack and Wack going for him. Right? I could have told him that, but yo, bro, ain't got no issue with it. Do your thing. I ain't tripping. Right? My man.
Did you fall out with me? Wack, did you fall out with me over Luce, or did you fall out with me over Bullets Gotti?
I didn't fall out.
I got you disrespected all over the internet.
You got offended. Listen, okay, let me break it down since you like to give all these analogies. Listen, if you get in the car with me and we pull up somewhere and then you jump out and say, "Hi, what's up now?" Yeah, I caught you. You roofed my wife and you ran out the back door and you with me. Hey, homie, I don't know what's happening, but it ain't happening right now with me. Handle this another time. I don't give what's happening now. You want to play? I'm going to blaze your ass. And I ain't got nothing to do with it. This with me. Now, y'all told me to bring him in here. I brought him in here. I'm like, bro, stop muting and kicking it. I brought him. He came because I told him to come. Y'all brought up. I don't even tie Bullets Gotti to Kilo and whatever you and Bullets had going on. I don't know. I don't give. Y'all started talking about his mother and all. I'm like, yo, I'll bring him in there. Y'all can have the conversation. I ain't giving about us. You got a crowd down there. Let the content. But when I bring them, he tell me, yo, Wack, that we building. Nah, he ain't gonna do that, bro. Had a conversation. Come on in for the people. He comes in, you mute, drop. I'm telling you, I said, yo, bro, you the dominant one. Why you muting that? Had a combo. I'm steadily asking Bullets. We want to know why you went bad on Hot. Kilo, was that what I was asking? Why did you go bad on? What did he do? That's what I kept asking him. When every time he went to go explain it, you start talking about the club. We like, yo, bro, club. He said you showed him love. You didn't do nothing wrong at the club. The club ain't the reason
when China Brim start going at you, the first thing you said,
what that got to do with you?
The first thing you said to me,
you for that.
Yes, you did. You said, "Oh, this how you doing, Haas?"
Oh, and I handle my wax. Man, I clowns once a week, him and Harlem Legend. Go back, I done embarrassed them on their own platform over Bimmy for the last 3 weeks in a row. It's right here, the content is there. That is an idiot. He can't even talk right. I ain't worried about him. This got caught with fake paperwork. We all seen it. Jim Jones, United Kingdom top right. He has zero credibility. But let's move on. You blame it. The only reason why you tripping on Kilo is because that didn't go your way. And now you blaming everybody for yourself. When you took a fade, you took the fade. You got in that ring with that man, bro. You said you was his mama and grandmama. How you talking about intellectual, bro, when you talking that kind of...
Y'all still with me? If you like the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Or drop a comment down below.
Bro, when you talking that kind of... Bro?
First of all, for one, in my house, it's my rules, not Bullets Gotti's rules.
So is that
hold on, listen. In my house, so when I decide that Bullets Gotti is not going to outscream me in my house, it's Bullets Gotti's job. Hold up. It's Bullets Gotti's job to defend himself. When Bullets Gotti decides,
my job to make sure that I brought, you let him talk. Kilo, you telling me that Bullets was screaming? Kilo, on Jersey, he was screaming, or was he talking low and regular?
No, he was screaming.
Hold on.
Come on, Kilo, bro, you gotta grab your nuts, bro.
The playback is there.
You got to telling you got a pick size like you his little sons or something.
Listen, let me talk. What
You feel like you bitch or something. You a Jersey, like Hassan Campbell talk. You hear? Yeah, because you a
Nigga, that's a
bitch,
fact,
Kilo.
bro.
You hear? You hear?
They're telling you, I wish you would tell
Do
me
you
I
hear
gotta
him?
pick a side.
Hey, listen, hold
That's
up.
why he came back. You hear him?
Hey, hey,
You the
Yeah, pick
one
a side,
saying it.
bitch. Yeah, you the one saying this.
All, hey, Wack, all I was saying
Was
was
Bullet
this.
screaming or was he talking low, bro?
Listen, what I was saying is this. Bullets had started kicking up about saying, oh, that's when Haas cutting. But this
No,
is
bro.
hold up,
He
Wack,
said, wait, see, y'all can't do that. Who said that was his mama first, bro? Get out of here.
I understand that, but when I
You
listen,
can't point no gun on
Drop the link in the comment
a gun
section.
back on me.
I know.
Kilo, drop the link in the comment section for the live.
What I'm saying
Kilo,
is
drop the link section. Now he won't ignore
Bullet
me.
Scotty came on the live. Hey, Wack, I just felt like this, OG. You should have just stayed muted.
Nah, I ain't saying, hey, yo, Kilo, listen, my Jersey itching them, they stand with their people. When them niggas come out here, fuck with us, me and my Gotti, we ain't gonna let no nigga violate them. If don't tell me to invite her and you gonna violate them. That's big. I don't roll like that.
No, and I understand that. I was just saying let son speak.
Because he was speaking, but y'all kept muting.
Yeah, I don't control the buttons, man.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Are you copping out the Wack right now?
Here we go.
Hey, Haas, he said y'all kept muting them. I don't control the buttons.
I don't know who control what.
I don't control. I'm telling him that what I said live, I said when Bullets was on, I said, yo, Wack, let Bullet speak for himself.
And I had no problem pressing me, Wack. They mute me. I'm like, bro, stop muting him. He here because of me. Let them know. I told our son, bro, you the dominant one. Why you doing all that? Ain't out talk you. Because of what he was saying. You never wanted him to tell us why he turned on you, bro. That's what you kept camouflaging. Every time he tried to tell us what you did to make him turn, you kept mutiny, bro. That's a fact.
Hey, Wack, listen, OJ, I'm going to tell you, Hassan did explain why I went rogue. He said,
Hassan can't explain for him. Bullets turned on him. If you turn on me, right, I can't explain why you turned on me. But you got to tell me why you turned on me.
He said, yo, he was in that live talking to me losing my monetization.
Okay, but you're missing the point. Hassan can't tell me why I turned on you, because what you think may not be it. I turned on you, right? So I'm like, Bullets, tell us why you even came to my room, knowing you Hassan, knowing he was going to take that wrong. Why did you turn on? What happened? Right? Every time I went to explain it, Hassan mute, backstage, mute. Come on, bro. Let's talk. Y'all that came with the disrespect. Disrespect brings disrespect. Why you? Come on, bro. Y'all was talking about his mama and grandmama, bro. Come on, bro.
Hey, Wack, Bullet Scotty's been going on the internet bashing for the last couple days. You feel me?
No, last couple years.
Okay, respectfully. So guess what? When his name came up,
you brought his name up, not me.
I brought it up.
Bring it up.
No, I said I did.
I didn't have a mind to bring up Bullet Scotty. You brought it up. It triggered Hassan. Hassan started saying what he's saying. I said, yo, I could bring it in here. Y'all can have the conversation.
Right.
Wack didn't come in here talking about Bullet Scotty.
And listen, Wack, I brought it up as that I'm.
But guess what? Hassan told you not to.
Bullets because
Hassan, wait, I gotta call a spade
a platform.
Hassan told you not to, though. He told you before y'all started, when you wanted to go at it, we gonna use this. He said no. So on that aspect, you was in violation, because if you would have never brought his name up, Hassan wouldn't have said what he said. I wouldn't have brought him in here. The root,
respectfully,
the tree trunk, the branch and leaf.
I take accountability. I told Wack.
Now, if I'd have came in here trolling Hassan with bullets, then I'd have been out of line. That wasn't what I was on, bro.
I took accountability for that, but at the same time, this is getting at my man.
Yeah, but your man told you, hey, look, let me tell you something. I got soldiers around me, bro. I keep 150 years of penitentiary around me. This a fact. I can show you right now where it's supposed to be coming to no jumper, and my soldiers say, on your move, big homie. If I say don't go, it's don't go. And you act like you check in with Hassan with every move you gonna make. You make sure that it's cool, it ain't gonna rub you the wrong way. So I told you prior to this, when you mentioned we gonna use this to go at bullets, and he told you, no, I don't need that to mention on my platform, whatever. He told you don't go, right? When we get back to the hood and you went and I told you not to, we gonna send you to talk to God about it. Because we told you don't go. And you went anyway. This is a fact, bro. Because I may be telling you don't go for whatever reason. Bunny tied up. I may have got a call. Anything. You may have put my jeopardy. So for what you saying right now, that man, I just heard him say, I've been backstage for an hour. Listen. He said when you asked him and said, yo, we going to use this to go at bullets, he said no. Right? Hassan, I didn't bring Bullet's name up. I didn't bring his name up. He wasn't part of our conversation. You brought it up. Hassan responded. I said, yo, I bring it in, y'all can have the conversation. But he said don't go prior to. So guess what? You should have never mentioned that.
And listen, I'm going to take that pull up, Wack.
And Hassan is telling you the truth. Wack is different. He intellectual. He can be an ignorant, a dangerous, a craft, manipulative. You got to watch who you playing with Wack. I came in here in peace. But whenever I tell somebody, hey, yo, pull up, bro, whoop, whoop, I can't make it look. Yeah, love, this shit finna go crazy. This shit finna go crazy, boy.
Yo,
Hey, Wack, when you say,
yo, did he slap